So right now we have Habib on the line. Habib is the founder and spokesperson for Australian Burmese Rohingya Organization based in Melbourne. He is also a member of the international Rohingya organization called Arakan Rohingya National Assembly. They're based in the UK, and Habib also co-authored the book Taboo Burmese. Welcome to Tuesday Breakfast, Habib.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So Habib, can you tell us, so before we look at the crisis, can you tell us a brief history of the Rohingya people?
Actually the Arakan has been the rule by Hindus dynasty up to until 9th century. So the Rohingya people are native combat of Chandra people. And because as a result of we have Arab trade in around 8th century, and then we have Portuguese trade, and we have trade between Bengals, and we have also the invasion from Bahman king, and then the Arakan king has been seek refuge in Bengals and get the military support from Bengal kings during 14th century and 16th, 17th. And then good relation with Bengal Sultanate king, and then we have again the Chittagong that today in the region of the Bengal. So that been ruled by sometimes Bengal king and sometimes Arakanese king.
Yeah.
So it is a bit complex. So the people has been mixed of various stock, and then that forms the Rohingya people. That is how Rohingya people has been founded. So the people are non-migrant. The people are native combat.
Yeah.
Yes, religions has found after the migration from the various trade from Arab and Portuguese and Bengal. Yes, and there has been historical record that Rohingya has been long rooted before British came to occupy the Arakan territory. And we have also that the Rohingya has been came according to the Arab geography record, and then British traveler Ralph Fish record. So that came from Rohan, Roshan, Raham to Rekon. So many you will also found that many the Arakanese king, I mean Rakhine kingdoms, the kings has been named by Muslim name since between 14th century to 17th century in the last kingdom of Mrau. So, and also we have record of the Rakhine, the king has been refuged in Bangladesh for 26 years and then returned by the Bengal king Sultan. So it means like Rohingya has been like well founded. There has been historical record of they are the people of Arakan.
Yeah, but they seem to, they have a rich history, it sounds like. Considering their rich history, why are they still excluded from Myanmar society?
There has been two contexts. Today, it's seemingly that the government and the majority people has been both corporately attacking Rakhine people. So we have the Rohingya has been facing attack since 1942. So like 1942 and 1949, they've been led by during Rakhine leadership period. And then since military came to power in 1962, so there has been attack began from 1978, again 1991, again in 2012 June, again in October 2006, and latest was from 25th August. So when you see them, and then the law that the constitutionally divided Rohingya people, and you will see Burma has been divided to 7 states and 7 divisions. So entire 7 division has been given or fixed for the only Burman one race, and the other 6 the states like 7 state has been given to 6 other majority ethnic groups. So since the Arakan state has been changed the name as a Rakhine from 1974, and then we have also the state name has been named as a Buddhist religion state from 1974, then excluded Rohingya community from the constitution. And the government has been claiming there has been threat of Muslims. Actually, like we have threat of Buddhism. If you look back to 40 years back, where the Buddhism majority has been less than 40%, but today that reached the number of up to 89, made up total 89%. So the growing double number of Buddhism population. So there has been complete ongoing Buddhism state, and then Buddhization and Brahmanization.
Yeah.
So the law that because of the ruler are Buddhism, they are trying to build the anti-Rohingya state or anti-Muslim state. So that's why they introduced the law, 1982 citizenship law, that excluded Rohingya community and made to de facto stateless people. And then despite they had been given and recognized as an ethnic group and given citizenship. So this is the state sponsor, and the state has been heading toward Buddhization.
Right.
So slowly, not only Rohingya Muslim, they've been attacking now other Muslims. We have 13 to 14 other type of Muslim in Burma, so they are also facing attack as well.
Yeah.
If you see in 2013 and 12, the attack has been spreaded across 5 other regions in central Burma as well. We have also not only Rohingya in Arakan state, we have other ethnic groups, recognized ethnic groups under the military, they call Kamang. They also face similar attack. They has been also put into concentration camp. Their right has been also taken away. So that not only target on Rohingya, they are targeting other Muslim as well, and slowly they are also targeting other minority like Shin, Kishin, Karen, Mon. They are also facing attack as well. So these are kind of like facing whoever non-Buddhist community, they all has been facing the attack. So like Muslim are even percentage by 4%, but second largest community in Burma. That's why they target this group, and then slowly that will be extend to other group as well.
Yeah, and because we've seen the videos of the Rohingya community, fleeing into refugee camps and so on. What's been the response from international agencies to the crisis, and do you think the response has been adequate?
We have to say no, it is not enough because we have two problems facing. We have the internationally supported, well-known, the human rights icon Aung San Suu Kyi has been taken power. So she has been actually using her limited power to inform international community, like defending. She sided with military and defending military brutalities, and then she is lying situation on the ground, saying that is not happening, and she doesn't know why the people are fleeing. And she is also blocking international inquiry commission and then aid and food delivery on the ground. And she is actually like trying to say become rather than human rights icon. She become a majority representative, not human rights icon anymore.
Yeah,
so So as we see, there has been a lot of things. The Rohingya cases has been taken lately up to Security Council, but the action has not been taken so far. And just condemning the condemned. So that been the attack has been not now more than over 5 decades. So that condemn doesn't work. Sanction doesn't work. So we have to in place with the practical action need to lay the sanction. The affirmative sanction, a strong sanction and action. So that need to ease the crisis. The international community, they are seemingly very weak. They cannot even guarantee for food and aid delivery. They cannot because you see on the ground the houses are still burning. The attack has been going on. The military is still in power. So that all of that need to be stopped. And then the people are now start looking to flee by boat to other country because they know there has been agreement has been signed. So the similar like in 1991 and 78 that will be happening again. So the international community and United Nations, they cannot even ensure a safe return into Burma, and the right and dignity of that need to be installed in Burma. So the people and rehabilitation, the right, all has need to be set up in line with international standards. So the United Nations even failing to do in that chapter as well. So it is very weak as we see.
Yeah, and because you also mentioned the political actions that the international community can do, such as sanctions, Because we're short on time, can you maybe give us an idea as to what our listeners or just the wider Australian community can do to highlight the situation with the Rohingya community?
This crisis become global crisis, international issue. So we cannot just stay away as saying that it is international issue. We are in democratic, the developed nation, and Australia become part of Security Council member lately now. So the Australian community has to call the Australian government to suspend military aid like other countries did. And then they have to boycott the military, providing military aid and investment. We have because we have like one of the Australian company called Woodside. They have $400 million investment in Arakan Basin where oil and gas resources is, and we have to ensure temporary humanitarian aid and rely providing directly to international NGOs who are working on the ground. And we also need Australia support United Nations Security Council making decisions to take action onto Burma and take side with Rohingya victims, not to support military government. So that means the Australian government has really need to take up sanction and then the abandon the providing military aid. And then we have also the Australian National University that have given doctrinate award to Aung San Suu Kyi, so that needs to be revoked. So that is why what we given for and today what she is now. So that needs to be revoked, and we have to boycott the Chinese investment and product because China and Russia has been always opposite in Security Council making decisions. And actually, like all Islamic nation countries, they all have to come together and boycott Chinese products. So as an Australian government, they can do a lot of things. This case has been already forwarded for Security Council. So as a result of the people and the majority support, they are jointly attacking. They don't want Rohingya existence in Burma anymore, and they deny the very existence of Rohingya. So the last resolution will be the declare protectorate state or to submit R2P resolution in Security Council. So that will be the last resort that what Australia can do, and the people have to support and call Australian government to take that step forward.
And that sounds like a good note to end on. Thank you so much for just making sense of what's happening with the Rohingya community, because Australian media hasn't been reporting it as thoroughly as it should. So thank you so much, Habib, for spending time with Tuesday Breakfast.
Okay, all right, thank you.
And that was Habib chatting to us about the Rohingya refugee crisis. Habib is the founder and spokesperson for the Australian Burmese Rohingya Organization based in Melbourne. He is also a member of the international Rohingya organization called Arakan Rohingya National Assembly. And he also co-authored the book Taboo Burmese. And I think we're done for time. And thank you so much for spending time with Tuesday Breakfast, and we will see you next week.